Yo, what's up, gang? It's another episode of Sad Chair.
We're off to a great start.
Yo, what's up, gang? Welcome to another episode of Sad Chair. As always, I'm your host, Aaron, and we got Nick Collier today.
They wrote me into this one. They drove a hard bargain.
You know, our producer here. Give me a second. Get this situated. All right, so we're doing a Power Rangers tier list today. As always, yeah, you know, big Power Rangers fans here since I was a young boy. We're gonna start out with Mighty Morphin. What are your thoughts, Nick?
I mean, there's no question. It's S tier.
S tier.
It's the one that started it all.
So good.
It's fantastic. Yeah. We don't have post-it notes this week. We're actually gonna write it because we can abbreviate.
So we're gonna put MMPR right here, and we're doing all three seasons of Mighty Morphin.
We're grouping it all together.
Putting it together. So
here's the thing: are we also covering the movies as well? Do you want to throw the three movies into the mix?
I guess we can.
Okay. You might as well just put the MMPR movie on S tier as well.
If we're talking about,
we're not talking about the really gross CGI in that. We're not talking about how bad the Zords look. We're talking about as a whole, the movie, S tier. Okay.
The Ninjetti plot was so very, very good.
My thing is that it's just season 3 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers
summed up
in a movie,
but with different villains.
Well, it's a little different villains, but the plot is the exact same.
It's literally the exact same.
Instead of Rito Repulso, you have Ivan Ooze. That's the biggest difference. And instead of Ninjor, you have Dulcia.
Yeah, and Dulcia is still a cool character.
Dulcia is great.
So
Zeo.
No. We have a sub-series.
That's
Alien
right.
Rangers.
Alien
Only
Rangers.
10 episodes. Very phenomenal.
Very integral to the plot of Power Rangers.
Very integral. Because that's where you see this is where you see the Rangers get the Zeo crystal. So
it is
also S tier. So
I mean, where's the lie?
Oh. But
it's gonna take him like half the episode just to write these things. Just put Alien. Just put MMA. Mighty Morphin Alien.
Yeah. Okay. Zeo. Obviously gonna go in S tier as well.
False.
What?
I think Zeo is incredibly overrated.
Really?
I do not like Zeo at all.
Actually, I think I get what you're saying. Like,
I know
it's so hard to get through.
It starts slow.
It does start slow.
The suits are great. Don't get me wrong.
Great. And the Zords. The Zords are some of the Zords.
Some of the Zords are alright.
Like the
But
red.
to me, Zeo's like
C tier,
BC, somewhere in there. Like it's
right. Yeah, I respect it.
Like yeah, there was so much room for improvement, and there was so many things they could have done differently. That
best
would have made
suit they had was Jason's.
Oh, easily the
Gold Rangers was so
Gold
good.
Ranger was easily the coolest looking character in that.
Turbo. I'm not the Turbo movie.
Hold on. Let's not get to. Well, I guess we have to start with the Turbo movie because that's what starts it all.
Yeah.
S tier.
S tier. Yeah.
The Turbo movie
is so good.
Is fantastic.
They have
absolutely
so good.
Fantastic.
Like the soundtrack, the theme of the show, it just gets me hyped.
Right. It gets me ready to go.
Where they start with the dive on the guitar.
It's
so good.
Fantastic.
Okay.
So I've also got chalk back here I can write as well.
Turbo. If you couldn't tell, that's a movie.
Look, man, it's chalk, and I don't have good handwriting as it is. All right, so now into the Turbo series. The best thing about the Turbo series is the theme song. It's
best episode is the one where they get cooked in a pizza.
You know what? I was going to say C tier, but because they have the episode where they get cooked in a pizza, we're going to put it in B tier. Turbo is going to be B tier because they get cooked into a literal pizza.
And they bring and the joke in freaking Forever Red, they TJ always reminds them about that story and its comedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
In
Space.
S tier. Not even close. The series that almost had Power Rangers canceled but brought it back from the dead. I mean, it's just so good.
It's so good.
It's
like
the battleizers, the relationships, the just gritty. The suits were flawless. The story as a whole was like having the entire town, because this is your last Angel Grove series.
Yeah, this is the
last time they really go into Angel Grove.
And it has the Z-Wave, which knocks out
all evil.
But
we will get to that.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. Don't
later.
Don't push too far ahead. But yeah, no, In Space.
Yeah, In Space has to go. We're running out of S tier room. We'll have to expand this. So, Lost Galaxy. Honestly, Lost Galaxy goes A.
I was gonna say A tier.
A tier.
I thought they could have been a little bit better, but it was still very good.
The theme songs are good. The suits are very good. Like the pattern on them are so good.
Well, because it breaks up the traditional, like every season before that. It's very solid, and like the colors are all. Unique. It's very like the Red Ranger. It was all red and like maybe some accents. This one is like it's the white with the zigzag, and then
the red.
The red's the accent. And it kind of, I don't know, the helmet designs too were cool, because it kind of reminded me of what they did with Mighty Morphin, how they took the Zords and like used that
they used what animal it was and then put it in the helmet and integrated it. So, yes.
Lost Galaxy. LG works for me.
LG. Lost Galaxy is also really good to get through. Like it doesn't take long to get through.
No, it starts very really enjoyable. Good. It starts very, very quick.
It speeds up really good too.
Speaking of speed, Lightspeed Rescue.
Yeah.
Good segue. Oh, hey, hang on. Let's not. I love Lost Galaxy. That was one of the ones I grew up with as a kid. Lightspeed. I mean, even Lost Galaxy too. But Lightspeed Rescue is one I grew up with. So like that one, I love. It was the first time we actually had an American-only Ranger in Ryan and the Titanium Ranger.
For
that at least at the bare minimum's got to be a B tier.
For the first all-American Ranger, it goes B tier.
It's got to be. I was gonna say the bottom I was willing to fight you on was B tier. Just LS.
Yeah, that's B.
Okay.
Like we couldn't get really into that because I honestly forgot what happens in Lightspeed Rescue. I mean, the villains are cool and all, but I don't know.
All right, so I'm just gonna go about Time Force up here.
Yeah, we don't need an explanation for that. Theme song, Quantum Ranger, everything's good.
A great redemptive story, and it's a
very mature season.
It's very mature, and that's why it holds up to this day.
That's why it's so good for older audiences. Yeah, because they tackle discrimination. It's
like police brutality.
Yeah,
it's like a lot of very adult themes and
But they made it into a children's
for 2001.
Yeah,
like
they
that
made
was
it into a children's show.
Very, very mature thing. And again, because they don't talk down to their audiences or they don't go over the top with the campiness, like it still holds up because they respected their audience as a whole. They're not just trying to make a kid show. They're trying to make a good show.
And obviously, Eric is one of the best Sixth Rangers.
Probably number 2.
Under
I mean, Tommy will always be number 1. Tommy will always be number 1.
First Green Ranger.
Eric Myers, Quantum Ranger.
Yeah.
Right there with them.
So, what is our next?
Wild Force.
Wild Force is honestly good.
It's good.
It's really good. It has Forever Red in it.
See, that's what gets me is that Forever Red is part of Wild Force, which is easily one of the best Power Ranger episodes of all time.
Yeah. Best crossover.
But I can't get over how bad Cole's acting is. I know it's on purpose. That's why I can't get myself to put it as an A.
It's going to go B.
I was going to say B.
I mean, Merrick is also a really good Sixth Ranger. Any wolf-related Rangers are really cool. No, I think there's more than 2. Korag was a wolf.
Oh, okay, so it'd be 3.
Yeah,
I can think of.
Korag's not really a Ranger, but it counts.
Yeah. So after that was it Ninja Storm?
Yeah, Ninja Storm. Ninja Storm honestly goes A.
I'll just get A tier.
Because Ninja Storm had really good Zords, really good
story,
good other Rangers, like Cam, the Thunder Rangers, all of them are freaking good.
Blake and Hunter. And they don't waste time like other series. They kind of waste, they like
build
I think it's Time Force. Quantum Range doesn't get introduced until like the 11th or 12th episode, something like that.
It's something like it's like 15,
and it's like a lot of them. They're super deep.
Yeah.
The 4th episode of Ninja Storm, you get Hunter and Blake are in there. So and it's a good series topic, and there's a lot of cool plot twists through that one too.
Yeah.
But
Dino Thunder. I almost said Dino Charge. Dino Thunder. Honestly, yeah, it brings back Dr. Oliver. Well,
it brings back Tommy as Dr. Oliver. So now we get to see a more mature version.
Yeah, he's matured as a Ranger.
The Brachiomorpher, his Brachio Ranger, it combines all of the stuff from all of his other Rangers because he's got the shoulder pads from like the Gold Ranger, or not the Gold Ranger. Oh my God, the Green Ranger. Then he's got the Turbo Morpher because he's got the key for it. He's got the brachial staff, which is Saba. Yeah, it's a dinosaur version of Saba.
It's a non-talking Saba.
Yeah. So like And then Mesogog was an S-tier villain for like a series. It was very good.
And Trent is one of
he's actually
the best
incredibly
Rangers.
Short.
Yeah.
Like I've seen
it.
Short.
Yeah.
Like it's incredible.
And all their morphers are really cool too, like
really
the Dino
are. Even like the Battleizer morpher.
The Battleizer morpher is really cool.
I forget what it's called. Anyways, I'll figure it out later. It's great. And then after that, we have
Dino
this where
it's SPD. SPD. S tier. 2 S's in a row.
I mean, we had banger. This is
Disney era was
Dino Thunder was the first Disney era, and then it was just banger after banger after banger. I mean, SPD
Space Rangers,
bro,
so good. Like
you have the complexity of 2 of your members were actual criminals, even though they were a Robin Hood type character.
But they integrated them.
And then you had Sky, whose father was the first SPD Red Ranger. And then, the Mirror episode where Sky finally gets to become the Red Ranger.
Yeah. It's so good.
Prime television.
Where he gets to defeat the guy who kills his dad.
Yeah, it's we haven't even mentioned Doggy Kruger yet.
Yeah, Doggy Kruger is
number 3 greatest 6 Ranger.
Yes.
Then you had Cat.
One-time appearance.
Should have been
a full-time
way
Ranger.
More used than what she was.
With that one episode, she
stole the show.
Yeah, stole the show.
Then you had Sam, the Omega Ranger.
Sam was one of the greatest Rangers.
Yeah, Sam with the Omega Morpher. I had that morpher as a kid.
But the thing is, they underused his potential because they introduced the where he could go speed up,
slow down time to where he couldn't.
Yeah, to where people couldn't even.
Why are you playing with pennies? Why? A battery.
Okay. Well.
I'm just morbidly confused.
Next, what is after SPD? SPD. I think it's
Mystic Force.
Because they have Mystic Force. Mystic Force goes up there. They have so many good plots in there. The capes.
The capes. We didn't even talk about the capes yet. I loved the integration of the phones. It felt very.
The phone wands are one of the coolest concepts.
Cool. And even their wands, as swords, they doubled it as a wand and a sword was so cool.
It was so cool. And then having Solaris Knight and Solaris Knight's suit is one of my favorite
suits. And then Korag being a top tier villain.
Korag and then
the plot twist of Nick being
Korag's son.
And
Madonna's son.
Yeah.
I mean, Udana.
Yeah.
My fault. And her being the White Ranger, she's also a really good Ranger, too.
Mm-hmm. Christian's back here laughing. What you laughing at?
All right.
No, posted that pick in the ring.
Next. Operation Overdrive. Oh, that reminds me. We should have... I mean, you haven't really seen Operation
That's why
Overdrive.
I put it there, because I haven't really seen it.
Operation Overdrive is honestly a really good season. They have...
Okay, here. I'll meet you in the middle.
They have an okay crossover bringing Adam...
Once a Ranger is a good crossover. The problem is that I just haven't seen... This is This is about when because I remember starting Operation Overdrive when it aired.
Yeah.
And then that's about the time I quit watching like kids TV.
Yeah.
So like a lot of these coming up
are gonna be my range.
it's gonna be more him, but I'm gonna have to fight him a little bit to bring it down just because I haven't seen it.
Yeah. But Operation Overdrive had really good Zords. They have a really Tyzon